Welcome to Around the Peninsula. I'm Senior Airman Taylor West. Neither rain, nor snow, nor hail shall keep Sergeant Stephen Dornbos from this story to tell.
The contents of this truck have nearly finished their long journey, which began on the far side of the Pacific Ocean.
Boat mail comes in from Richmond, California. It could take up to 30 to 45 days to get here. So we get that container every Friday.
Soldiers in the Yongsan post office start their day at 5 in the morning, downloading the truck. Starting a day this early has its price.
It's totally different because we're waking up in the morning, starting our work. About 11:30, our work day is almost complete, so we can process for physical training, and also we do conduct whatever training that's needed for our company.
The demands of the holiday season means it's necessary to start sending those cards and presents now.
In order to make sure your family get their package from Old Conus to Conus, express mail, have them mail it no later than 17 December, first class letter mail 10 December, priority mail 10 December, and also your bulk mail, which is your SAM mail, have them mail that off from here by 3 December to get to the States by Christmas.
Army Sergeant Stephen Dornbos, Yongsan, Korea.
The regular working hours for the Yongsan Post Office are 8 to 6 Monday through Saturday. High school teams coming from both Korea and Japan go head-to-head to compete for Division II championship in one of the most competitive sports in American history. Army Sergeant Puma Perry brings us an intense game played under wet and rainy conditions.
1, 2, 3.
Under the bright stadium lights, players wait for that one special game to see who the best team is. The Daegu Warriors host the Yokota Panthers at Camp Walker's Kelly Field. Before the game starts, the Korean and U.S. national anthems play. Players shake hands and hug each other, they promise to play fair, and then the kickoff happens and the game is on.
I know my team and I know what we can do, and we've worked hard to be champions. We've gone through a lot this year. I don't know if they've chronicled all the things that we've gone through, but the kids worked hard.
After the first half, Yokota led Daegu 36-30 in what seemed to be an offensive shootout. With such high stakes on the line, players did their best to make an impact. The Division II Far East High School Football Championship final ends with a score of 51-36, and the Daegu Warriors take the championship belt.
They were a great team, and you got to give it up to them. And when you come down with a sick coach, sick players, and face a good team on their home field, it's kind of hard to beat that adversity, but we tried our best.
Sergeant Puma Perry, Camp Walker, South Korea.
The game started at 7 in the evening and took 3 hours to determine the champion. The holiday season is a time of year that brings families and friends together. The U.S. Army Garrison on Yongsan hosts an annual event which reminds families about the true meaning of Thanksgiving. Army Sergeant Frank Sanchez reports.
General Curtis M. Scaparrotti, commander of United Nations Command, Combined Forces Command, and U.S. Forces Korea, and his wife took time to share in this year's holiday storytime event at the Yongsan Library. For General Scaparrotti, storytime is a moment for all families to treasure.
Well, you know, first of all, if you just look back in our own lives, the memories we have of our parents reading to us and the memory of me reading to my kids establishes a nurturing environment that's important to their development.
Families were treated to a traditional American Thanksgiving-style lunch. Sergeant First Class Matthew Tabor and his family appreciates how the Yongsan community goes out of its way to make families feel at home while stationed abroad.
Honestly, coming here, the time together that you can spend, you want to make it memorable for the kids. So by making it memorable, it's quality time that you were able to spend with them. So they'll always remember coming to this and the story hours that the library puts on and everything else too.
Army Sergeant Frank Sanchez, Yongsan, Korea.
Thanksgiving Storytime has become a very popular event and is held annually for families to share in the meaning of Thanksgiving. Personal development doesn't end in the classroom. Sergeant Ricky Perez shows us some students who are stepping out of their classes and into their uniforms.
Junior Reserve Officers Training Corps cadets from all over the Pacific areas are now ready to show off their hua.
Well, so far different schools have come together for regional competition, and a lot of teams practice, especially since it's the beginning of the school year. A lot of teams kind of cram all their routines in, but I think overall it looks really nice. Schools from around Korea, even Japan and Guam come Dina, Guam, Seoul, so forth, come together to drill and do color guard events.
Being a JROTC cadet requires leadership skills, physical fitness, and discipline, which cannot be crammed in at the last minute.
Well, I've been in drill team and color guard for about 4 years now, and so we actually have been practicing over the summer for summer practices, and sometimes even in the morning, even up to 6 p.m. at night, or in the afternoon to practice. It requires a lot of hard work, but the effort pays off very well.
For George Morris, every contest is a stepping stone to move forward.
Every regional or competition is really nervous. My first time I did this, I was really nervous. I thought I was going to drop the rifle when I was spinning, but I managed to do really well. Last year I did the solo. I was really nervous too, but I think this year I can pull it off without showing any signs of nervousness.
What cadets have learned during the competition will remain important to them as they move forward through this school year. Army Sergeant Ricky Perez, Yongsan, Korea.
JROTC drill competition is an annual event. Fishing in South Korea might be fun, but Jukumi takes the bait. Senior Airman Elizabeth Toronto tells us how the outdoor recreation complex took airmen on a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
South Korea offers multitudes of new experiences for military members, but not many can say they caught an octopus. Thanks to the Kunsan Outdoor Recreation Center, these troops can.
Here out today for fishing, and Jukumi fishing, very unique fishing trip in Korea. Jukumi is a little octopus, and so very unique fishing in fall season. And then actually this is the only Korea kind of real fish, but it'll be fun.
As for the participants,
that was shockingly fast and easier than I thought. Also, they're way harder to handle once you get them into the boat than I thought they'd be.
even for a seasoned fisherman, there's a first time for everything.
Eating a live octopus was something that I'm glad I can say I've done. Wouldn't do it again. Not even for a little bit of money, I don't think. Because after I bit the head off, the tentacles kept trying to grab a hold of my face. Felt a little bit like a shark in that moment.
But for others, simply catching one was enough.
It's really cool seeing octopus and the fish, how they ink everyone. But I would like to catch something. That would be very nice.
And catch one, she did.
I caught one! Oh, how to take it off now!
That was amazing. It was a little creepy crawly and fishy, but it was awesome. I've never caught anything before, so it was amazing. I had a great time.
One more time.
Reporting from the Yellow Sea in South Korea, I'm Senior Airman Elizabeth Toronto.
The Outdoor Recreation Complex offers everything from exotic trips to backyard fun and is dedicated to giving troops an authentic experience in South Korea. Modern technology gives people many benefits as well as setbacks. There is a unit within the mission of protecting service members from possible threats. Katusa Private Sun Shin Young reports.
There are many aspects of security and all require constant vigilance. Among those is the world of zeros and ones.
I am the director for the JCC, or the Joint Cyberspace Center. One of our largest concerns really is cyberspace awareness, and that is ensuring that all of our personnel who interface with computers and computer-based systems understand what the threats are.
Cyber threats can include email scams or phishing. Those are the most common cyber threats.
Cyberspace awareness and information assurance goes beyond just the JCC.
Patch your systems weekly, make sure it gets the proper updates to prevent it from becoming vulnerable. Think before you click, so make sure you know and be aware of what you're actually reading. Make sure it's legit. Do not mix your personal and professional work on the same system.
Katusa Private Sun Shin Young, Yongsan, Korea.
The JCC also works with their ROC counterparts to fulfill their mission. That was your Around the Peninsula for Thursday, November 19th. To see these stories and others, go to the AFN Pacific website or view them through the AFN Pacific app. From all of us at AFN, enjoy your evening.